It's hot as blazes out there, Paul.
No kidding, Brad. Wow. I am pretty well ready to go to the Rocky Mountains right now. How would that sound to you? I guess that about this time of the year we start to feel the intensity of summer, which you kind of deny, even if you're living in this wonderful tropically depressing climate as long as we have. You really don't get used to the first shot of the heat and the humidity, so it's been rough.
Especially since we really haven't had a good spring in a couple of years. It's just sort of like it goes from cool-ish, maybe, barely, right into intense heat.
Well, yeah, coolish is right. It barely got below 51 or 2 nights only.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the same growing zone as Havana, so we're seeing things that they would have there that are doing very well.
One of Paul's favorite plants is the articarpus, or the breadfruit. And for years and years, during the winter, we'd have to either wrap Barney up in towels or bring Barney into the garage. Past 2 years, Barney's doing very well. Yes, he's enjoying the weather.
Well, I think so. Yeah, I was going to say, he's doing better than we are.
Yes.
And then the other member of that family that we've got going well is our jackfruit.
Jackfruit, yeah.
And
yeah.
that is supposed to do pretty good here. And this year we've got a bunch of fruits up there. They're technically right before our eyes, and only that because they grew up too high. The tree's so tall already, so we need to take about 8 fruits off as they ripen on a 20-foot ladder. And then after they finish fruiting, we'll trim back the tree. But yeah, it's kind of, if anybody likes to see, things looking as one would think it would look if you're living in paradise, so to speak, then you would be very happy this year. I'm not.
For sure.
And I thought I liked paradise. But right now, paradise seems to me like Mount McKinley, or Denali, I guess they call it now, in good old state of Alaska. Everybody's best friend state, everybody's bucket list state, Alaska.
Yes. Now, so I generally don't like the heat. I'm not a big fan. Oh, yes. And
booze for us.
And cheers to everybody. Thank you for joining us in our little conversations here. We do appreciate it.
2,600 subscribers and over 203,000 visits.
Yes,
thanks.
Yes, thanks.
I don't know what you see, but you probably see very clearly. You guys and gals who watch this YouTube, and you have for the last 10 years or so, you know when you can find somebody that just interests you. And
that's honest.
Yeah, boy, we must be awfully interesting.
But as I was saying, I'm not a huge fan of the heat. But yeah, I kind of hate it.
I don't think any of us really like it.
No, but with Paul, I mean, that's why he is primarily here, is for his gardening, which in the next episode we will take a tour of his beautiful Garden of Eden here that we both enjoy.
Nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm sort of the Japanese gardener on the weekends, but even this past couple of years, Paul's starting to lose his sense of humor with the heat. Plus, he works out in it.
Yeah,
so
not so good.
No, and a lot of people down here. We wouldn't have 5 million people here.
It's a lot of millions of people.
Yep.
I think that they're all planning on retiring to the mountains of North Carolina. I would.
Yeah, I would, but no. A lot of them like to bake their bones in this tropical heat. So
I don't know what people do, but I would think that they have to buy dial by the case, at least from May through October, because it doesn't last but half a day. Your shirts are already wet in the morning by about 11 o'clock, and that's not even due to any sexual aspect. You're too hot for sex, basically. When somebody says, "You're awfully hot," I say, "I sure is. I am." It shows you how things change their meanings over time. But
absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
And this past week has been sort of a trying week also.
oh gosh.
We had a very dear friend's wife pass away rather unexpectedly. From the time she was diagnosed with pneumonia to the day she passed away was about 10 days. And so
Nice lady.
yeah, that was a little difficult.
Yeah, we just heard a message on the telephone from her husband inviting us to talk to him when he's after his nap this afternoon. He's reflects he really would like some understanding company and people that care about him.
Yeah, they were in their 70s, but they've been married for 33 years after some difficult first marriages, and they really enjoyed each other and enjoyed life. And
33 years they were married?
33 years. Yeah, so that was a little.
It stinks.
Yeah, it stunk. It stunk.
Death is very uninvited guest at times, and since we don't all of us, some of you out there I know do really know what's going on beyond this little two-dimensional camera that we're talking about, but most of us don't know. So I'm glad you guys are more prepared than we are. I don't even know what kind of stuff I want to bring with me, because I know I have a couple of iPods that have some really good stuff loaded, and so if I get tired through eternity, then I can listen to some good music. And because I don't think in 1,000 years it'll be all that good.
I don't know. I don't know. Some people say where they're going, it's Frank Sinatra 24 hours a day. So
that's where he is. That's where he is. Donald Trump will be with him.
Yeah, he will be. That's a whole nother. No politics.
I hate
no politics.
No.
Nope. I'm gonna cut this part out when I edit the video.
Hate.
But
no, anyway, but it is warm, and having come back from California in the pretty chilly month, I mean, it was comfy.
It's comfy,
and we start to enjoy the fact when they said, "Oh my God, it's going up to the low 80s," but it didn't feel so horrible because right after 5:30, when the sun was less strong, it went from low 80s to mid 70s just in one jump. It was great, and by the late evening, it was around 60. Not quite as cool now, but I could get used to that. And I hate you, California, for charging so much for real estate, but I guess everybody wants a piece of that paradise. It's true.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to wheedle our way through. This is obviously, when this becomes a smash hit and talent scouts find us, obviously the rest of the story is made. We will be living in Hollywood Hills, probably in the house that's next to Steve Martin. That's a possibility. But it's anybody's guess. And we understand somebody in your state of California just won $448 million.
Yeah. Congratulations, whoever you are. If you'd like a nice neighbor and you want to buy a house, we'll be very good neighbors.
I couldn't imagine. I don't think we wouldn't really know what to do with that much. I think we really look.
I hope they're very generous with that money for a lot of people who could use it. Yeah. I know we would. So
like St. Jude's Hospital.
That's almost too much money. So
it is.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we could find a way to utilize it.
Yeah.
That's pushing it. Yeah. That's charity would be
absolutely.
No. Anyway, that's what's been going on. I have to get a series of. Tomorrow is my second epidural for my spine. The first one I didn't think did very much good for me. I had a lot of headache pain. That's why I didn't feel like doing any films because I would have been so cranky, and you don't want to see anybody from Miami cranky. That's being from Miami enough. Yeah. So yeah, that's tomorrow. Then the next day is just regular stuff, and then Wednesday we have to get some electrical work done. Some of the switches aren't turning the lights on, so the light popped that we don't know. It's going to be fixed though. Thursday is open, and then Friday I think there's going to be guys to come and help us clean up the backyard a little bit from the winter debris, so it'll be interesting. But we love you. We are thinking of you, and thank you, as Bert said. Thank you.
We appreciate it very much.
You're worth it. You're worth it.
Leave the comments down below. Give us a like. 2 thumbs up if you would.
Tell your friends, and even tell your enemies. I mean, that's fine. If you find that you have some kind of a person that's a little offbeat, tell them too, because We're the friends of the friendless.
So we can be offbeat every once in a while. Yes, we can. So
Take care of yourselves this week.
be good
We love you.
and love one another.
Happy trails.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Coco. Hello, baby girl.
Baby wood.
Baby girl.
Tiny.